Hey, it's Christina with Tinagirl Travels. We are here in Tangier, Morocco, and we are heading to Fes on the train. So I'm just going to show you around the station and show you where you can buy your tickets. Switching over to Google Maps quickly, the Tangier train station is located right here. It's only about a 5-minute walk to the water, which is where the Atlantic Ocean and the Mediterranean Sea meet. And this particular part is the Strait of Gibraltar. This is where we stayed, the Hilton Garden, walking distance to the train station, so we could avoid using taxis as much as possible. And you'll see why when we get to Fes. This hotel is amazing. I'll have a video coming up on it in a few days. The Tangier Ville train station is where Africa's first high-speed train line, the Al Barouk, kicks off, getting you from Tangier to Casablanca in just over 2 hours. If you're interested in taking the bullet train, I'll add a link to that video to the end of this one. The station itself has a cool modern vibe with natural cooling towers and arched roofs, and it just lets in lots of light. It's so modern, it's almost like an airport. Now, we actually bought our tickets online before we arrived in Morocco, but I'll show you what to do if you haven't done that. The ticket machines are really straightforward. We found on the top left of the screen we could change the language option to English, and then you simply put in the information that you want. Silly me, I forgot to film this part at the Tangier train station, so this video clip is actually from the Casablanca airport to downtown Casablanca. It's the same type of machine, so instead of Casablanca you would choose Fes, choose your class, how many passengers, and if it's a one-way or return, you select your time and pay using a credit card. You'll collect your tickets below and you're ready to go. So we purchased our tickets online from home. Now there's a few ways you can do this. The first sites that will come up online are third-party ticket sellers like Rail Ninja, and there's nothing wrong with booking with them, but if you book directly with ONCF, which is the name of the rail company here in Morocco, you'll save a lot of money. And there's one hitch though. The ONCF website is a bit of a bear to open in Canada. I was not able to open it in Google, but I was on Safari, so try using a different browser. I'm going to add some information below in the description if you're struggling with opening the site as well. Check out the information I've added below. It's a significant savings. Here you can see I paid 49 dirhams on the ONCF website. That's only $5.30 US or 7.38 Canadian. Here on the Rail Ninja site, you can see that the same ticket costs $46 Canadian. So if you can actually get on the ONCF website, you'll save a lot of money. Come on, ONCF, fix this little glitch. We need to be able to buy tickets in North America. There is also an app available for your phone, and again, I can download it, but I can't use it here in Canada, but it would be useful in Morocco for booking tickets if you're traveling by train. And one last option, you can always go old school and buy your tickets at the station. There is a bank machine here in the terminal. I wasn't familiar with this one. We actually used the Al Barouk bank, so if you see this worked really well for us. If you're a local or you had something shipped to you, you can pick up parcels right there, and as we swing around you can see that there are shops and cafes. So we're actually traveling during Ramadan, and not only that, but we're traveling on Friday, which is the holy day. And so what ends up happening is that everything is closed. So we have a 4-hour train journey and we need some food for the train. The train station is always a good place to find something that's open. Starbucks is open, the pharmacy's open, and there's the rail shop. We're heading there for some snacks. The rail shop has all kinds of drinks and snacks that you can bring along with you for your trip. All right, we're ready to go. So we showed our tickets and we were on our way. What an absolutely beautiful day to travel. For this leg of our journey, we traveled second class. You'll see what first class looks like in some of my upcoming videos. We took 6 trains through Morocco, and as I said earlier, we booked our tickets from home, and for this leg of our journey, first class was sold out. These are some very old trains, but I've heard that these will be replaced soon with brand new sleek train cars. I can't wait to see those. That is our medium-sized suitcase. It fit overhead. We stored our large suitcase behind our seat on the floor, and then they came by and said that our suitcase that was up above was too big for the space, and we had to put it down on the floor in front of us. We used it as a table, so that was okay. We got some yummy dates from the rail shop, and I got a tea from Starbucks, and we're ready to hit the rails. All right, here we go. We're on our way from Tangier to Fes. This train ride from Tangier to Fes takes about 4.5 hours, and taking the train is a really easy and relaxing way to travel across Morocco. The scenery is great. You'll pass through open farmland, little villages, olive and citrus groves, and sometimes you'll even spot a few sheep with their shepherds or a donkey along the way. It's a nice mix of countryside and small town life, and there's something kind of calming about just watching it all go by. Like I said, we're in second class and you still get an assigned car and an assigned seat, but it's a bit crowded. If possible, I would recommend booking first class. It's not that much more expensive and you get an assigned seat, more space, and air conditioning, which is nice if you're traveling in the warmer months. This train was clean, quiet, and pretty comfortable the whole way. It is a smooth ride and honestly a great way to see a different side of Morocco. If you're heading to Fes, this is a super easy and scenic way to get there. People always want to know, what are the restrooms like on the train? A little bit like this picture, really kind of gross. It smells so bad in here. It's so disgusting. All right, let's just forget about that bathroom experience. Everything else has been great. Well, that was a great train ride from Tangier to Fes. We're here now. It's a beautiful sunny day. We're going to check into our riad and go explore the city. Arriving at the train station in Fes, you might notice it's smaller and quieter than stations in places like Casablanca or Tangier, but it's still well organized and easy to navigate. The station was renovated in the 2000s, so it's modern and clean, but it's definitely not huge. You'll find the basics here: ticket counters, a few shops and cafes. And even though it's on the smaller side, it has some really beautiful design touches. There's a carved light fixture you have to look at in the main hall that feels very traditional Moroccan, kind of like something you'd see in a riad, with intricate patterns that catch the light. And if you look up at the large arched window above the entrance, it's shaped like a keyhole, also known as a horseshoe arch, which is a classic feature of Islamic architecture. It's a subtle reminder that you're stepping into one of Morocco's oldest and most historic cities. One little spin around this nice bright station so you can see what to expect. There are a few bank machines here, including the Bank of Africa. There are cafes, a rail shop, and clean bathrooms. Taxis are usually waiting just outside the station. This is one of the only times that we took a taxi rather than using one of the rideshare apps like Careem, InDrive, or Bolt. Always agree on a fare before you hop in, since meters aren't always used. Taxi drivers make me uncomfortable. In many countries, not just Morocco, we actually kicked our way out of a taxi in Istanbul once, so we're ultra careful. I don't love the fact that this driver has removed the window cranks. It makes me feel trapped. Thankfully, it's only a 4-minute drive. I can't understand why he would do that. If your hotel is in the Medina, get ready for a short drive. Cars can't go into the old city, so you might be dropped off at a gate and you have to walk the rest of the way. Overall, it's simple, stress-free as an arrival point, especially compared to the maze of the 9,400 streets of Fez's Medina. Before we go, I'm going to give you one really important piece of information in Fes. You'll see these beautiful street signs. The hexagon means it's a no-through street, and the square sign means that it is a through road. So keep that in mind as you navigate the 9,400 streets. In Fes, definitely plan to stay in a riad. It was like staying in a palace, and we were treated like royalty. I hope you enjoyed my video on taking the train from Tangier to Fes. I feel like I got a little sidetracked at the end here, but I have so much more information to tell you. So be sure to hit that thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and ring that bell so you won't miss seeing my next upload. Check out the links I've added below to our favorite luggage and the best anti-theft backpacks, day packs, and crossbody bags that we always use as we travel the world. Thanks so much for watching Tinagirl Travels, and I'll see you again soon as we ride first class to Marrakesh. Here are a few videos you might enjoy.